like I was just saying around, you know what I'm saying? The women bred us, man. You know what I mean? And a lot of this stern stuff that come out of us, we gangsters and gentlemen because they were us.
Yep.
They taught us how to be gentlemen. They taught us how to be gangster, but they taught us how to be humble. But at the same time, they taught us stand on what you do.
Yep. And I not to go too far, but I gave this story out in the class, and I was just saying, just like the sternness, the gangster and gentlemen. So when I first started selling drugs, right? You know, Starner Street, you know, when the houses broke down, your mom, we on Silver Street, she straight through. So she see me serving somebody with my head down. And she like, nigga, pick your head up. You gonna serve him. Pay attention, like knock you on top of your head, nigga, you don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So even just like them giving you lessons and whatever you're doing, like, yo, you gonna do it.
Right, do it. You know what I'm saying? The best at it if you gonna fuck around and get caught up in it. At least go down being the thoroughest nigga that was in it. And that's what you wouldn't did, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, you know, what is what I'm gonna say is I see no evil, hear no evil. It's like at the end of the day, we were learning, bro. We were learning sponges, bro. We went where the money was at. No matter if the money wasn't there, they said go get 9 to 5s. We would have went. We tried that. It ain't like, and that's what I love about our era. We was able to touch, at least experience a lot of different things compared to being stuck in one box. These kids today kind of got one box. But what I love about you working out and giving, you know, you gave your you really built a crazy platform online. That's why I say I love everything that you do, because when you told me the story in prison and how you started in the yard and just, you know, just doing your thing, man, and you had a plan. Tell a little bit about the plan, man, like the vision, the foreseeing this of.
Well, so really the plan came from when I first got locked up at 19 years old. I went up there and I worked out with a lot of the older guys.
Right.
And I just started learning from them and getting more information from them. And I started really loving the fitness journey, how it really kept my mind straight, how it got me through my time and like being away from my family and loved ones.
Right.
So the feeling it gave me when I went out to the yard to work out, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go home and get this to the people.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? This is something, my gift I want to give to them. And I see, like, I train hundreds of people in prison, hundreds, and every job I trained them in it. So I see how the worst killer, I can get him to come around me and love what I'm doing. The worst of the worst. You know what I'm saying? To the biggest side. That's why I'm so versatile. I can train any type of training, any type of person, because I done trained them all.
You can go into any type of field. I done seen you. Like you could jump out. They can throw you out of an airplane. And just let you fall anyway.
And let me go.
Let you go wherever you land your feet, man. You gonna bread it in.
So just so happened, I came home and I went against my plan. So that's what it's sticking to my plan come from. I got locked up again, so I got indicted by the feds. After that 5 years from 19 to 24, I got indicted by the feds. Boom. So now when I get indicted by the feds, I say, God, listen. I say, yeah, law, if you get me out this situation, right, I'm not going back. I'm going to stick to my plan that I had the first time. So when I got out this time, I ain't going to get the plan. I went and got a job. I stuck to it, and I started training in the park. I started training online. I opened up my gym during the pandemic.
You made everything in the yard. Like, yo, you made everything. Like, yo, I remember when you was dragging, you was having to drag your tires. Like, you made your own setup. Like, basically what I'm doing right here, you bought the mechanics. You bought your resources. You know, you like, y'all getting away from this. Not today, baby. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Blood, sweat, and tears, in essence, passion. Love, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Family members coming home, you was able to embrace in a different type of manner. You was able to, mom, just bring something to our area that was unheard of and unforeseen. They thought we was gonna die out there, bro. So like I said, man, you know, I'm so thankful to have you on the show, man. It's been a long time coming, like literally sitting next to me, because I wanted the people to know, like, no, we all still is intact. We know each other. Everybody is supporting one another. We all understand the plan.
Especially come from our area. It's so hard. You know, I'm from 27 Lehigh Avenue. So it's so hard to really, you know, to see a success coming from where we come from and really know it. And know what I'm saying? And really know this person and see, like, well, I'm a gym owner. I'm still reachable. You can still talk to me. But we doing something different, positive, where we uplifting our community. Where I could pull up on a block and say, yo, y'all, listen, I got my own protein. We never seen that. We never seen that come from where we come from.
Protein
shit. You know what I'm saying? I own a gym. They like, yo, we never seen nobody own a gym.
These things.
Teaching health and fitness in our hood.
In our hood, bro.
It's unheard of. I'm the first to do this in our hood. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
In our hood, to be on TV, I had my own TV show on the CW film. know what I'm saying, to have your own TV show teaching health and fitness, uplifting the community. You know what I'm saying, letting them see it, and it's like
from all ages, man. This ain't. It's the one thing about he like. It remind me. I always tell people like when they ask me about Ron, I be like, yo, he like a boxing coach, man. Because I'm like, whatever they gotta go through, bro, he taking them through every aspect, core, every deity. They pulling stuff out of these people they didn't even know they had in them, man.
And that's it. And I'll be telling people, you know, the hardest thing, for me again, to go back to like my mother and my father. So the hardest thing in this industry, and this is why a lot of people who come home from prison go back, is to get people to believe and pay you that they can do something that they think they can't do. You know how hard to get somebody to pay you to do something they don't want to do? Don't nobody really want to eat clean and exercise.
Nope.
So you got to mentally prepare them, right, to stay there, to get the results so you can take care of your family. And that's what the art
and show them the results that your money was well worth it and even more. Because when they see the results, they like, I just know way in hell you just gave me this for 50 classes for $50. And you got me looking like some shit on television. Real talk. Like I'm talking about these people are looking like you got your class. And I tell a lot of people, and there's a lot of gyms out here, you know, how do you shuffle through? Do you go through any backlash or go through any like competition with these other, you know, success stories in Philadelphia as far as just people?
No, so for me, I don't see it. So my competition with me was when I get up in the morning when I was in prison. I used to watch P90X. I used to watch Sean T. I used to watch all these. That was my competition.
Right.
I was competing with them to come out and do something they doing.
Okay.
So now when I'm still competing with those who was like way over me. So local people, I'm not competing.
You ain't even see
I don't even see them because I'm trying to be the best version of me or the best version I seen myself
that you
to
see
be.
yourself to be. Exactly. So if you ain't being that, you gonna catch up to the greats before you. Exactly.
So I don't even see y'all. So when I'm in my own zone, I'm doing my own thing. So the $50 for 16 classes, because when I used to wake up in the morning, right, for count 5:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, right, the infomercial was on. And every infomercial with 30-day free trial.
Yo, real talk.
You know what I'm saying? And if you don't like it, you get your money back. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So now I came with mine. Okay, I'm gonna give me $50 for your first month. You're gonna get 16 classes. You're gonna get 4 a week. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you that trial for $50. I'm gonna give you nutrition. I'm gonna give you everything that comes with a $5,000 package.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He's
so I'm gonna give you that
platinum packages for the low, but actually, this is the thing, right? They asked me, right, like, if you put a CD next to, let's say, a Lil Wayne, why would somebody buy yours? And that's the part people don't understand and sell. You understand? You can have 2 CDs. We got 2 hats right there. Somebody might like that one over that one just by the words. Somebody might like my logo over that because they seen the logo somewhere. So this is what I'm saying. Like Ron said, it's not easy to get people in health and fitness to see themselves. These people see themselves from the first time they look, you know what I mean, before anything and went into a muscle or cut. I done went to the page and looked at all these people that he had 4 or 5 years ago that signed up during COVID, that stomachs was sitting down here. I'm like this. I said, see, what he would have had me looking like Bruce Lee. But I just started 5 years ago.
That's how a lot of people be.
Like,
I should have started. And
I should have just started. And he's real. This the real deal, man. Like this ain't wrestling. This the real deal.
And I try not to go with no gimmicks or trends.
No, you never do.
I try to give them the truth, reality. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're going to mess up. Sometimes you're going to eat bad food. But if you do it like this.
Right.
If you do it, all right, now you had your break, let's get back on it.
There you go.
Because it's a journey, it's life.
You're human.
You know what I'm saying?
And like we said, discipline was a little different being in a cell. In a yard compared to, like you said, you can go to an open bar right after. You can, you know what I'm saying, go get a drink, and before you know it, you done fucking, excuse my French, you done forgot. You work out every day. That's why I'm glad I made the song when I say the Henny in there, y'all drinking till y'all throw up. I'm seeing it. I'm watching people and they're like, dog, saying, bro, you ain't have a hangover, player. You know, so this love, though. You put love in your gym. It's going on what, 6 years that you've been home? 6, 7 years?
I'm going on May 7th, 2000. This year, 2025, makes 7 years home. 7 years home, and it's a blessing because a lot of my homies, a lot of them had life. A lot of them had life. A lot of them just coming home from being lifers and gave some of that time back. But a lot of them, couldn't even vision what I'm doing now from the inside. Because we ain't see nothing other than when you come from the hood that corner to corner, the local bar, Dooners, Lamar. That's all you see when you in that area.
The little steaky store.
Yeah. Most people from the hood, any inner city, never leave their inner city, and they get dressed up to go to their local bars, their local events. You know what I'm saying? I used to take my homies down Manioc back in the day, and they felt like we was going somewhere. It was only 5 minutes away from the hood.
5 minutes away, but it ain't look nothing like the hood.
Ain't nothing like it. And a lot of, so they couldn't, so the homies can't even really like fathom what I'm really doing, even with me telling them, even with me hearing.
Do you ever think about going back, not to cut you off, do you ever think about like going back to the prison and actually like how they do the preachers or whatever, get some time in like that? I know you might ain't had no time to do it, but do they let that? Do they allow that? So
I've been talking about it. I've actually been like in the talks with it, trying to get in there. Talking with Simone, trying to get in there and, you know, let them know how to train this, because I don't want to be trainers. Like, so even if they don't come train with me, I still want to give you the blueprint, how to transition, how to start your business, how to make it out. I'm going to start a mentorship soon too, as well as showing people how to transition to get it done, but also showing people how they can start online if they want to start their online business, because I'm ready to get back to that. So I get to traveling more and more content, you know, a lot of stuff like that. So I had to back off a lot because I opened up the gym and I had to really focus on getting that gym.
We both had to come back home. It felt like we had to get it together, bro. I'm like, hold up, I got all right. Feel like I'm being audited. Like I gotta go back home and check out these bills and the receipts and get the kids together. Or real talk. Because when you're a one-man bandit, and people a lot of times don't know, it's not hard to pay people. It's hard to pay people to love what you love. And that's that's where I went wrong at the gym. It's hard to get people to understand the vision and love it the same way, because once they get, you know, where they think they should be, it's like no more love to they forget what you got going on. They're going into I want to act now. Let me go out here and that's why I say society kills a lot of the vibes. People be like, well, I'm bored. It's because y'all killed a lot of the vibes. Y'all went out there soulless, did it with anybody, didn't know none of these people. Then when y'all get around the people that you love, you ain't get your clip empty. Clip empty. Run like, come on, we're gonna run tomorrow. You like,
okay. No bullshit for real, man.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
No, but so you got a lot of celebrity clients. How do that transition with the local clients? And because I know you have them all you put them all in one room.
So I got like private sessions as well. A lot of times I don't show as much on them more, but I got like bigger classes, and I got like a lot of one-on-one private sessions with the clients. And it never really clashed because my gym is automated, so you gotta have facial recognition to get into the gym and stuff like that.
That's dope.
So when the clients come, they get in, we get our sessions in. It may be empty. A lot of people think they're gonna bump into people. They really don't bump into each other. Nobody will never see each other, but a lot of people train in the gym, but a lot of people barely see each other.
But that's how you know you working, because you got your hours locked in. This is what I'm saying. So now having those hours locked in, it reminds me of Daniel Son of Miyagi. Are you the most fit out of anybody that can ever walk in the gym?
I'm not. Well, no, it's a lot of. I got a lot of homies. I got a lot of homies that come out that's maybe in better shape than me. But the whole thing is, I had to step back from me being a tip, because I put so much. That's what I was saying. I was saying it at one point in time. But I still run 5-10 miles. I still could do. I still could do. Like, my level of fitness is not the average level of fitness.
That's what I was.
It's not the average level.
So now, as you get when you get your clients to reach that.
I still can break. I still break. So my level of fitness is always at this level, right? But I tell all the homies who do come home, and like all the people who are there, can you do this for 7 years on the street with all that temptation we were just talking about? The food, the woman. So I tell them, come see me 3 years later. Let me see you 3 years later, because you coming out. You know what I'm saying? Let me see you 3 years later. Can you stay at this high level, right? And I'm still working out with young dudes. I'm still working out with the beaches. And I'm still doing it. I'm keeping up. Can you still do that?
Make me feel
over
like
that period of time.
Be the most fit, because your mental is more the most fitness. I might be making up a word.
But mentally, you know what I'm saying? Mentally, I'm still gonna beat you. I ran with a young boy today, and he young, he in shape, but mentally, I just kept going. I'm not gonna stop. Mentally, I'm gonna win. You know what I'm saying? So
that's crazy.
You know what I'm
saying? I know he probably was like, It ain't speed, more. It's your mind.
My mental.
Your mind telling you.
A lot of them get caught up with me because they see I got so many classes, so many clients. Right. A lot of them get caught up with me in work mode. They be forgetting like I was a killer. like you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? They be forgetting that and muscle. And when I'm running, right, I'm telling myself, muscle got so much memory that it's nothing for me to just get up and do it.
Right.
Like
I done seen you put the I done seen you try to dumbbell.
It's nothing for me to get up and do it. So a lot of people practice to like get there. I've been doing it for so long that it's in me.
Right. It's
so a lot of stuff just in me.
They try to come and think they're gonna see it on you, but it's like I can't really teach y'all what's in it. I can show y'all. Your passion gotta activate the next level because I don't know what your level is.
Even like me calling my mom the other day and like I'm like, Mom, people be trying to ask me like certain steps to get there, and I'm like, Mom, it's in me. Y'all gave me like this hustle, like it's certain things that you can't even teach. I'm like, Mom, I can't teach you that. I can't even put this on a boat. I got this. I said, Mom,
coming back to you like you gonna have to read this drawing.
I
read it to you.
I said, Mom, I don't know the step. I called her. I said, Mom, we got to figure the steps out.
Yeah.
I literally called and said, let's figure these steps out because this shit just like it's in me. It's just it's running like I ain't even it's just there.
Man. And you don't it's just crazy because then you get to enjoy. It's like man, sometimes cousin be like, nigga, you gotta sit still for a second, bro. And people ask me like, do you even get a chance to like reap the? I be like, no. I don't. My reaping benefits is the process. I'm so happy to be in a process of my own on this level in my life. At 45, I'm like, nigga, I'm not. If it ain't broke, I ain't fixing. I'm just asking God to enhance it. You know what I mean? Mentally, physically, emotionally. So, like you said, when it's a little slow time, all right, I'm mentally okay. I'm taking pictures today. All right, that nigga, I'm doing videos. I'm just gonna transition to the. It took a long time to realize we could juggle. This that was business. How about that? You don't even know the thing that you're creating. That is business.
People say, well, I want you to take a rest on Sunday. I'm going to come here and do this.
And it's crazy because I didn't even realize it was Easter Sunday until you was like, how's it go? And I'm like, we don't celebrate Easter. I don't celebrate Easter. My daughter in the room chilling. She like, Dad, fix me something to eat.
I'm like, and I didn't went for a run. Like when you really grinding, you don't know what day it is for real.
And it's spontaneous. It's truly spontaneous. What day did I said the other day? Because I was like, you was like, cuz you was this nigga. It's the other day. That day ain't get here yet. I said, damn. I said, look, I'm too ahead of myself. He still left, and he like, what you gonna do? I said, I'm gonna lay down. I still want that shit in the bed. He like, you shot the joint? I said, why waste time? Okay. I ain't gotta look over my shoulder. I ain't fighting. I ain't running from nobody. Bro, I'm living. If I ain't never lived before around, so it's like, so now the kids, the family, that's going to, you just told the world how you juggled all that. So now that's going to mom, family, you know what I mean? Just being like them being back home in their graces and you know what I mean, and stuff like that, and their presence. How did that transition over to you even bringing that into like the gym? You know what I mean? Bringing that to mom and letting mom know, like, look, you know what I'm going to.
No, for mom, it was easy. Okay. So the hardest part was like being away from my daughter all that time.
Okay.
Us clashing on personalities, like getting the personalities together. You know what I'm saying? You know, she good, never disrespectful like that, but she's still a grown girl. She be 21 and shit.
Okay.
So getting all them personalities together, clashing her, and want to do this, maturity, and she
since she grown. So like I'm going through my daughter at 15. She's mimicking me. I'm like, yo, stop talking like me.
So that's the impression, girl.
But I love it because I know she's learning. I'm like, okay, she. I mean, like, what you doing for it? Like, she be like, I'm like, you said it like me. You trying to learn how to say it like me.
And that's how they are. And they pick up and they attitude like mine. And her spoiledness like mine. So we clash. And I'm like, yo, but you ain't, just listen to me. You could do it this way. And you know, when you older, you done seen so much and they ain't experienced that they don't really, they can't, it really not hitting them until like they go through something.
They have to go through the experience. That's the funny, that's why, you know, not to cut you off again, Ron. This is a saying I tell my daughter, like, it ain't gonna skip you. Nothing I realized in my 45 years now, I learned that nothing's gonna skip nobody. You can try to take the back route. If it's God is not, he said everybody.
It ain't gonna
everybody ain't gonna skip nobody. So now what we trying to do is just give you a head start. If we can give you the head start, you can get ahead. Maybe a little bit brighter and smarter and faster. than you would if you would go through the trial and error, because that trial and error could break and make it.
Yep.
That's what we scared of, because we don't know, because it's hard to bring a person back and break you.
Yep.
For real, you see what you said? You might break one of them. Maybe you don't see them for 7 months.
And that's what I was telling. Clients, where you got to meet a client where they at.
Okay.
And you got to know, if I try to be a drill sergeant on this client, they gonna break.
They gonna break.
They never gonna come back.
Yeah, hell no.
You may have somebody to play around a little bit. You got to figure out a way to get them to do certain things, just so they can start getting better.
Right,
you got to find what they like to do to get them better.
Right.
You can't train everybody one way. Now, if people sign up for the boot camp, then they signed up for that. You know what I'm saying?
They might ain't signed. They might not go for it, but then the boot camp.
Right. So you got to understand where to meet clients,
how to help them transition from the boot camp into a session.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And you got to
know, the boot camp might be an adrenaline rush.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some people may want it, but then you get some people who never worked out a day in their life. They may be fragile. So you may have to walk them through. You may have to talk them through. You may have to give them the beginners of the beginners workout. The beginners of the beginners training.
How do you hold on to, see, this is what I say you great at. This is where legends be, this is how legends are made. And I'm saying that to say, because you got to look at, like, that's why I said, like, it's like a boxer or a trainer or a football coach. You learning, you creating plays.
Yeah.
You have to learn.
Yep.
To teach this, you know what I'm saying? Yep. So in reality, all the strength we have, it still comes down that you need expertise to even put force into strength to even build.
Yeah,
that's crazy, Ron. Like you just taught me some. You
gotta understand, right? So even me going back to prison, we got new dudes that just come off the street with cocaine in their system, Percocets in their system, and they the client that never worked out. They bony, they skinny, they ain't eat, and then you got to make this young dude
turn into something.
You know what I'm saying?
Really got to about the scope.
Yeah, you got to
actual
so you're learning every step
of that person.
Every step of that person. And that may become that client that walked in the door. They remind you a little Tata from 52nd Street. You know what I'm saying? Or you may have somebody who's real big, a big fella who eats all the time, and he jump into your workout.
Right.
Now you got to know how to train this big fella so you won't get tired, so you won't get discouraged, so he won't eat as much.
Right. But still understand, you're not hungry.
Yeah.
You just ate.
Yep.
You're going to turn all that into muscle.
And still feel love.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Still feel like you're not embarrassed to be getting better. You know what I'm saying? You still doing good.
When that book coming, or you already working on it?
I'm already working on it.
I know you is.
Yeah, I'm already working on it.
I know you is because like what you just said was genius. It's like it's and then this is crazy because people want to run a science, but this ain't science. This is like mind, body, spirit, natural, authentic, being authentic, bringing.
It's real.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
like
real life,
real time.
In real
time. Like you doing this with these people in real time. Like they know. They see that.
This ain't no gimmick. Like a lot of people got gimmicks online.
I see it.
This ain't no gimmick. This real. So that's why, you know, where I'm from, my clientele and the people, you know, my community that I built, they know it's real. You know what I'm saying? So if I didn't leave off of that Germantown Avenue gym for the rest of my life, they know it's real. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Anywhere you step foot, man. And that's what I'm saying. And that's what's crazy because a lot of these people online, you know, they big and, you know, they looking like Arnold Schwarzeneggers and they walking around and everybody just, and I'm like, yo, like when people talk about their gym coaches and I see them and I be like, hey, they be having all the straps and shit. I be like, they lifting. I'm like, yo, my boy, like, damn near my side, like my height, he gonna smoke y'all, bro. I swear to God. And it's crazy because you, like I said, I brought Bruce Lee up because that's who you remind me of when you're training everybody. If people go back to a young Bruce when he started his school, that's what I meant. I said, yo, that's that essence right there. Like Brian doing something. That's what Bruce did. Like, just bring something to a community and invite it all in and said, look at this art. But look what I can do with your mind, body, and spirit and teach you to be a whole another human being. But not a fucked up human being. Grace, elegance, you know what I mean? Loyalty, honesty, companionship, friendship, like royalty, shit like that. Like you gonna get it, bro. Like every time I see somebody working out, it's like they It's in here.
Yeah, they locked in.
They locked in, bro.
They locked in, and that's my goal, to keep everybody locked in. And I like to teach while I'm training.
Right.
So I'm not just training you; I'm teaching you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you can have an understanding of what we doing to the body, how we gonna feed the body, how we gonna recover the body, mental stability. When you get in there, what we looking forward to, what's our goal, what we trying to reach, and that's my teaching and my practices.
I just had a like a premonition. I don't know where this came from, but it's like, you remember what was this show back in the day with the guy that used to have the spandex Jones on? He used to be Richard Simmons.
Yeah.
Yo, you ever think about doing one, like, even we did it once or twice a week or twice a month? Just do a show. Just do one of the workouts with, like how you had the lights on. Make that a show. That was
so I was. Yep.
I don't know where that just got. I was like, that's because the way you, like how you got everything set up.
Doing my Sunday classes like that.
The smoke in there.
I know.
I'm like, I'm gonna come in there and film.
That's all
That's crazy. They looked like I was coming out to eat after the Eagles game. I was like,
ain't nobody listen. It's a movie. It's a movie. Listen. So it's like I can't be regular. So I'm up 3 a.m. like, you know what? This, if I'm gonna do it, I gotta do it. If I'm gonna do it, it gotta be something that's not done.
You know what I'm saying? You're a watchman too. You said 3 o'clock. You know me too. I'll be up there. So you a watchman. You able to? He give us the energy to sit up and baby. It's crazy because we don't physically sometimes enjoy it.
Yeah.
But the insight be so beautiful, bro. When you look back, you be like, damn, God, you really got me doing this.
Yeah. I get up and I'll be like, yo, you know what? We got the Caribbean theme.
Right.
I need curry goat chicken. I need palm trees. I got a beach sand. I need backdrops. I need all the colorful lights. I'm saying,
bro, listen, that shit was fire.
Like
I said, that's the fuck. I said, see, if I was here, I would have came in. We could have shot the vid that night.
Yeah.
I said, that was all video ready.
Yep.
All video ready. I said, I could have came in. At least a verse.
Yeah.
At least the hook. Even if we got the hook.
Yeah.
Because that's really that main thing that we can get that hook. Knock the fuck
and the cameraman who was there, he do videos, so he could have got you. He could have got you right up in there in the middle of that.
Oh my God! I took that scene and did, but it's cool because I know we're gonna have
another one. Yep. So we got one coming. We got one coming in June. So another one coming in June is gonna be a 92,000 theme.
Okay.
92,000. So we're gonna wreck that joint. 92,000 theme going in
Yep.
We're gonna go in, you know what I'm saying? So we
still was having a Greek fest as then. Y'all, you see, y'all little youngins don't know, y'all little YS don't know that about none of them.
Great. DJ's gonna come in, man. We gonna have this on, man. You know, I'm really getting back to just having fun. You know, once you get to a point where like you establish everything, it's like, all right, now let's go out. Let's have fun.
No, so now, man, you run around in the Maybachs. I see that's one of your favorite Jones. I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with the back. Fuck with that Maybach.
And then the Bentleys and all that. Like going like, because everybody, so you know, like coming from where we come from.
You got to. It's
like,
nothing wrong with showing them that.
That was so. We couldn't. So me coming from the hood, that's my thing.
We thought we had.
I'm saying that's my thing. So now if I could do it right. Legally and make money off of it. So let me show y'all where I really like. Like, that's where we at. That's the content right now. That's where we at. I'm gonna show y'all like. I can do that. I can do that content all day. That's easy. You know what I'm saying? That's easy. That's what y'all like.
You want that Louis Vuitton? You want that? We gonna go over here and say, we gonna let's go to the fight. We love. Shit, nigga. We like we from nothing too. That's what that's what I'm saying. But you doing it with style, and you're not flaunting. You showing people the hard work. Like, I could have took 40 trips like the females, but I'm taking mom dukes, broski, sis. We gon' you see what I'm saying, and still treat myself, and then still go in there and get my whole class, my whole gym a nice part. Like anniversary joints, because we're still here, man. You changing these people lives. These people now can take their mind frame, give it to their children. You see what I'm saying? Like, when a lot of these people that we was growing up with, man, they ain't even want to take gym. We couldn't get half the girls to get out.
It's crazy. I was talking to my mom the other day, and I was talking to her about, because we just talking about some stuff to do in the house. And I was talking about her, like, how we were so far back coming up, but like Miss Kim, you remember Miss Kim? Miss Kim used to be out there stepping up on her crate in front of the store. I said, Mom, I remember Miss Kim when I was in prison. I remember Miss Kim doing this in front of her store. They were so far ahead of the game.
So far ahead of the game, bro. And I was young. I mean, was young. Like I didn't know what the fuck they was doing. I just
see y'all crate out there, Miss Kim put stuff up.
She used to every day. Niggas used to think she was crazy, but no. She was working out. She understood, nigga. You gotta keep them joints and all that shit working, man.
She doing step up.
See what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? That's one of the memories that play in my head all the time when I'm doing things. So she got so much respect, man. Everybody loves her. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, that's
woo. Something like that play in my head.
Be here, man. That play. But that's what I said earlier. I said the essence of the women, man. The women were different back then. They whooped our ass for the right reasons. They knew you can't get it. You say something to eat, man. They be like, "Oh, you too aggressive." You want this person to stay alive, or you want them to go ahead and let somebody else be aggressive? Because I'd rather it come from somebody they love than it come because somebody that they don't love. They might smoke. So watch your gestures. Every gesture ain't meant to be cool. Every cool gesture ain't gonna get over on the nigga. Niggas like, oh, you think you cool? What happened in Memphis? I said, oh, you think you're a bro? Ain't brothers. But this is what I'm saying. You know, society, right? You feel me? Society is funny. It's funny because again, when he wanted, what at the end of that movie, what he say? If I had a chance to do it all over, I wouldn't even have chose these choices because he realized at the end of the movie, I chose everything but my own life.
And all the advice that his grandfather and everybody was giving him, he went against all that.
He's talking about his life. He was in love with everything but himself. That was the whole moral of the story. You don't get caught up so much in the limelight and all these different things that don't even belong to you.
And that's and most of the things, the possessions, it don't. It's crazy because when I got indicted by the feds, I didn't care about none of the things I obtained from the streets. To the point when I got out of prison, I didn't even want any of those things that I got from it because I just wanted a fresh start in my life. I ain't even want none of the females out there.
Exactly.
Like I just wanted a fresh start in my life, and with me sticking to my plan,
being great with yourself,
God, blessed me to have that fresh start. To get away, like I had to get away from a lot of homies, a lot of friends. I promise.
That's the crazy thing. You actually, that's when they say see, you have to go to a place like prison for people like us to go tell somebody like, bro, he's really real. Because ain't no human being helped me out of the situation physically, bro. Not even mentally. But I know what I asked. It got answered. Might have not been on your time. But he was there for me. People, and you can't make it up. You can't, because when it's time to give it to somebody, you like, mom was gonna do what they was in their lane. The lane that got you out of there was you sitting there saying, yo, Lord, if you get me out of this, promise. I had to say the same thing. I said, God, if you get me out of this situation, just give me my kids, the baby mom. If I get my kids, I ain't gotta worry about the baby moms. Just give me my kids. I'm gonna do the music. I'm gonna do everything, and I'm gonna let you lead. I'm gonna let you walk ahead of me. I've been letting you walk ahead of me this whole time. I ain't into a courtroom, and I'm in that scared of little motherfuckers going in there getting roofed. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, man. I never went in the motherfucker.
But yeah, man. So that's the gist is the basis of it. You know what I'm saying? And I just with my clients, with the gym, and just like life for me, family structure, the backgrounds, come from the hood, we don't have the best structure, but we understand it. We understand it. So a lot of my things are understanding. I know moves I had to make, to make for better understanding for my family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Better decisions for my daughter. Better, just health. Me coming out here, right? Doing the right thing. That's better health for my mom.
Yeah,
it's less stress.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just better. Right there, just more healthy.
Everybody feel good every day. That's what I say. I'm glad you came home and was able to literally. This is where I think we had a problem. We was always able to show them, like you said, the drugs, the obtainable thing that was right in that knick-knack. We never, but in reality, we knew We only got into that because our mindset was bigger than our world.
Yep.
We was never thinking about this being forever.
Yep.
We like, all right, we get the money, we saved it, we saved it. We didn't know we were going to bail out of jail. I got my man out. I got to put money on somebody's books. You don't see. And that's why I tell people money don't have a menu. It's no menu for money. It's no kit for money. Money has no discrepancy. Like, it's not attached to nothing until you. That shit just. You be like, damn, I just had a bean. That shit
gone. And like all that stuff kind of put people understand that. Even now, I be telling people, yo, listen, I gotta pay this here. I gotta pay these bills. This here, Wi-Fi bill, electric,
you feel me?
Gas, gas bill $600. Dang, I hit $600. The gym to get cold. Like all these things add up. You know what I'm saying? Everything adds up. And I mean, I tell people like, don't be looking at on social media thinking
I'm paying for everything. So we might be spending more money. Than we ever bring in. But the thing is, if I never treat myself, it's going to beat me down from what I'm doing and giving y'all because I'm sharing for real.
I'm sharing
everything y'all give me go back into me. I give right back to
y'all, and I put everything back in. But the whole thing is for me, you know, money is not my level of success.
Right.
So money, I don't care about the money. I don't care about the following on Instagram. I don't care. So none of that. I don't care about the following. I don't care about the money. I always had money. I always made money come from where I came from, right? But my whole thing is I'm free.
You free, bro.
I'm free.
You free from yourself. That hump on the back, that monkey that be on the back, that voice that just be like, bro, fuck it. Who gonna know? Nigga, you gonna know.
I'm free from prison. I'm free from like just, you know, being in that neighborhood, stuck in that mindset. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of that mindset.
I'm gonna die here.
I got a lot of homies who I be trying to give that mindset. Like, yo, you bigger than that corner. You bigger than that block. But they didn't get, God never gave them that wisdom. That wisdom and vision. So they can't see it. Only thing they see is the local area. They can't see it. They vision not there, even though they see me, they looking like I'm just this exceptional person. Right. We the same, bro.
I just grab my wrist and hand right there, joking with me. But this the sad part. Even when you show them, it's so because they never get the vision, their own vision first. They never see what you need them to see. They still see the glam and glitz. They be you can turn around, look at them and be like, this nigga still starts. Damn.
You seen all
the wrong put you in the Maybach, set you in the passenger seat. I didn't let you drive it around the block. You still think it's this shit. It's us, nigga. We the Jew. And then I just told my daughter the other day, I said, you know what? I think I learned in my 45 years success and all this stuff. It's us. It's us. It's not your man gonna bring you in the door, your homie gonna get you on. Nigga, because as quick as that one of them niggas can get you on, nigga, you still gotta stay on. But if you don't know your fucking self, nigga, in the time that nigga went in there and told them, nigga,
it's over with. It's over. Hey, hook me up with this as soon as you get them on there. They doing that
shit. Like you say, put a nigga on, yo, you gonna be my co-host. Motherfucker be done in a week.
And know what the crazy thing is? It's kind of hard. So it's kind of hard for me. How can I say this? It's kind of hard for me coming from where we come from, right? And me being somebody, you know, ran away, making money and doing that, and, you know, made a name in the streets, a real name for making a lot of money. And it's kind of hard, like me transitioning over and getting family members to understand, you know, play a part. Like everybody wants something, but don't want to play a part.
But then, you know what I learned? Not to cut you off, right? It's hard to get people to play a part in your movie that you really didn't have a script for. You love them and you saying, we think that they could build the script as they go because we like, nigga, we all learned in the same house. This is we hustling. But they never had it. So what you say? They watching, and it's like, why y'all watching? It's something to do. Look at the Keenan, the Wayans brothers. Everybody can do something.
Prime example, right? Prime example. Let's just say, so when I go on trips, right? say I got, like you just said, Ron, right? Say I'm going down Miami. I say, Ron, I got your ticket.
Right.
Ooh, come on, I need you to record.
We working.
You working, right?
I'm working.
But listen, say if you my cousin or brother, you thinking like, nigga, I'm not your cameraman. No, play your role. I need you to hit me.
Anything you need.
Let this hit. This may be the one. Get together. So they looking at it like you family.
You think y'all gonna go on vacation with me and be on vacation and I'm not, and I'm actually fucking taking y'all with me on vacation? But I can't get a fucking vacation. You're not having one.
This is
in Miami, but this is still work.
I need you to get me every eight. So
now you gonna get some time to look good, pop the bottom, smoke it.
So now I got to pay. So now I got to pay somebody to do all this. When they can be my own family. We out. Come on.
That's what I did. Look, I lost 20 years doing that shit, bro. This is why you see. I got one cousin back there, and it took him a minute, but he been around me so long, and he the one that kept me in this shit. Like there was times I was gonna quit. He was like, "Cuz something gonna happen." Bro.
Yeah,
You've been doing it too long.
Yep.
You just been doing it too long. Them niggas see you, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like everybody, the bottom was down to heaven. I was in the Bible. We had teams. I was in groups. Bro, everything led me. It was like the more and more I tried to fill my cup with more people to share. You want to change? Niggas mad. I got all right. Take my shit off. Fuck it. Let's go to the jewelry. I'm buying niggas jewelry, bro. Like I'm trying to get niggas, and they're still not standing next to me to the point where people are able to see them for them. Yeah. You know why? Because they people see them watching me.
Yeah. You sit back, and then I know what a lot of things I hate. Know what I think? They know you, right? And believe everything they see online. Bro, you know me. Bro, why'd you sit back watching my phone? Yeah,
but they in the matrix.
Yeah, you in the matrix.
Y'all caught up in social. I said one of my joints, y'all think y'all gonna get on here and think y'all gonna learn my real life? Y'all got to be out. Y'all might be that easy. I might as well just say, I might as well have a key to everybody that's on following me.
Only thing that's real is my results.
That's it.
The gym results.
That's it. The work. Don't be trying to figure out.
Come on.
Put an airplane joint up there. Now y'all think, be safe.
Now I own a jet.
Now I own a jet. I'm flying out every week.
Come on.
Then the cash app start ringing.
Yeah.
Ting, 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 ting. I be like, what the fuck is going on? Excuse my French again.
Yeah.
But it be like, and it's crazy because at the age we are, Ron, for these people to look at us and think we can't see the patterns.
Yep.
Everybody has a pattern. Your pattern or to lead you to greatness, or your pattern leads to a bunch of other people, or your pattern leads you to the bottom of the pit. But believe me, you niggas have a pattern. And until y'all go wake up and see you saying, damn, every week you like, I borrow $20, about $30. Hey, like, damn, why the fuck every month is the same fucking time every month?
Or everybody,
y'all niggas gonna start making me think y'all got habits.
But everybody feel entitled to something they think you got.
Right.
They don't even know
if you got it.
They don't even know what you. They don't know what you got to pay for them. What you got to. But everybody entitled to what they think you got, and then they get entitled, and then they listen to other people that don't got nothing and don't do nothing for them, and let them say, "Hey, yeah, he got it."
Exactly.
How you
listen to that? But you know why? Because neither one of y'all got nothing. You know what's something? Like Mike Epps said something. He said, every time I went back to my neighborhood, it felt like they only fuck with me if I was doing what they was doing.
Yep.
He said, all the other shit, Hollywood, Mike, you coming back here for? He said, so I'm blowing coke. He said, I'm on Friday, snorted out my mind. He said,
because he's trying to fit in
with your folks. And it's like, no, nigga. If they ain't trying to, if they don't see you doing better, that makes that is better, then they never want it better for you, bro. That shit is crazy, and for y'all niggas to sit back like this, we got jackets and hoodies. This shit costs to get printed. This shit wasn't like, this shit ain't grow up off a tree, but y'all never thought niggas would invest in themselves, and y'all never seen how it's supposed to be done. And I'm glad you one of the pioneers right now, and it's gonna be until we die, to our demise, because at the end of the day, I don't see us going nowhere until God take the last breath out of us, because like I said, I came from an era where I was told, you ain't even going to college. None alone have a logo, face on something, a business, tools, people knocking at your door. They said, go through a door. I said, you know what? They ain't letting me through it. Old head said, build your own door.
And so it's crazy because we get it. You know, I get a lot of family members that they'll see me put this on my stuff, and they have a company and won't put it on their stuff.
Right.
Won't put it on. You got a van. Why your company van not rap?
Bro, you
basics.
And you know me.
You know
we gonna get this money together. Because whoever called you said, where he at?
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm cutting you in.
Yeah, like.
Nigga, you the connector. Nigga, let's get it. You, and that's when the people
you DJ. Why you don't have your stuff on there? You DJ. Why you don't have your stuff on there?
What I said to you, I said, you know what, Ryan? When I see you, I said, you know what, Ryan? I said, I think you popping online. I called you one day. I said, you know what? I'm doing some shit for a video. You know, fuck that. I seen the best. Say, you know what? I'm gonna do this shit for the gym.
Yeah.
This is just my God gave me the spirit. No, do that for your bro.
Yeah.
And if you pushed me to make, you was like, I let you hear the first verse. You said, dope. If you added some stuff about me, then it'd be, man, I went and revamped that whole motherfucking song. And this is what I'm saying, product. Now, if anything, we got product. McDonald's got a song, I'm loving it, but they sell fries and burgers. Yard Out got a song. He ain't gotta play that shit every day or none of that. But when it's time to Yard, he know he on the joint, it's time to go. We need a movie scene. Those motherfuckers some army shit and some shit look like some nigga. We got the song to do it. We ain't late with it. So that's why I be trying to tell people, man, it's just all. I ain't asked you for what I said. I ain't asked you. I'm like, bro, I got something. This for us. Shit, and everybody, you know what I mean? People call me still to the day. Bro, that shit is a whole. I don't give a fuck when they come on. Whoever hears it, when they hear it, they be like, that shit totally different from how you. I can do anything I want to do, believe it or not. But everything ain't for y'all. Not here. You gotta save some shit for some people. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we know we not in the rooms with a lot of the reciprocated people. They don't reciprocate what we doing. It's too mind-boggling because they physically see us doing it and they don't know how we physically is keeping up with all this shit we got going on. They don't know how to, and I'm like, nigga, just get the fuck up like Nike and do it.
Do it. Get up and do it.
What's stopping y'all? That's why I say, I know I'm going, once I get to you, it's a wrap. I'm in it.
Just do it.
That's why sometimes I float and I be like, oh God, I did some shit early this morning. I said, I got Ryan coming today. He talking about you gonna make him do some shit. I'm like, man, that would be dope because if you gonna make me do some shit. And then I said, nigga, we gonna make green scratch that motherfucker. I said, but I need it. I need it because I want to be healthy as I'm going into my 50s. I lost my father at 50 years old. And it's like, you know, I don't know if it was some hereditary stuff. I don't know. So my thing is, healthy as possible. I am healthy at 45, greatly, heart, everything. So now we're just getting the body, them necks and crannies out, play football, you know, ride like all that shit hurt. All that shit back, them backs and tackles. I'm like, God, slouching in the chair. They used to be like, sit up in your seat.
Man, you feel it.
I'm feeling every goddamn thing.
You feel everything. You start feeling everything. Like,
like
I need her. Like,
I feel like I got hemorrhoids. I'm like, what is going on? God damn.
That's real. You start going through life. You start seeing everything they told us. You start feeling it.
We didn't understand that was wisdom and experience they was giving us. But they said it so lightheartedly. That's why I used to hate the teachers back in the day. You could be all you could be. Don't tell nobody that shit. Please don't. Tell them you could be all you could be if you work hard for it. That's don't tell somebody. He might want to be Superman and jump off a building with a tablecloth around his neck. Man, don't tell these kids that.
Oh, man,
you know what I'm saying? But it's a great thing. So this is what I do. I always ask people before the end of the show, like, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? As far as your business ventures, and you just actually you know, like you said, trying to kind of like pull your family, like make this a family thing. You know what I mean? If you can get because I know if you can get everybody tapped in, this will be some family gonna be. They don't even know how locked in they gonna be and locked down financially and all around the board where nobody got to keep asking. You know. Maybe for favors and stuff like that, everybody can go.
So for real, I want to next fall I want to open up another gym.
Okay.
And really start my online programs back up.
Right.
And get into the more the real estate and venture out more that now. Just like start setting up my business ventures for later on down, and maybe a restaurant, you know, healthy restaurant. So in those years going on, that's why I want to venture out to just get more. You know, more free time, but just just more revenue coming in. As
and that'll come with content. That'll come with the, like you said earlier with the doc. That'll come. You got all your that does come with content. As long as you can keep 2-minute real clips, just and in reality, what's crazy is like I said, even though it's a documentary, when you do get the footage to me, how we can roll it out is I can roll it out like what I have learned with the reels is this, right? Jim did it. I think Free did it, where they ain't putting 4 videos out. They doing like video sessions. Like, all right, I'm gonna do the video, but I'm gonna do it here. Then I go, but it's it's all the way through the song, but it's like now we sitting over here on the beach. I'm just gonna do the song out here on the balcony. Okay. They giving people, so now you're not even getting like these now even have to do a 4 video because they got the clips just floating the fuck around with the song screaming in the background. It's like. So as I said, there's a lot of things, man, you can tap into. Like I say, even when you do get some free time, you can always come past the crib. You know, when we sit down, we do some business plan, I'll roll through some stuff, sit down and see how we can do it.
I'm coming through this week again. So whenever my short days, my training come in, I'm coming through. I'm gonna bring all the stuff. I'm gonna send you stuff. You're gonna just go through. You can just go through on your phone, whatever you need. You know what I'm saying? And then whatever I got
that shit to me.
That's what I had on the gram. We could like save it, screen save it.
That's what I do too.
So I got all the stuff from the gram. And I got all the SD cards, I got all the stuff. You know what I'm saying? So whatever we got.
And that's like I say, man, you just sit down and what I do is them sessions, we just sit down and we peep how you wanna just start it. Because basically it's just that beginning. That intro beginning. Then if you gotta bring the kind of like I always tell people it's like an encore, it's like that breakdown in the beat. You get that encore where it's like boom, you just hit them with some shit outside of those 2 things you just came in off of. They like, oh, that was busy. He came home. This nigga done jumped in it. Come home, had you jump into a Maybach. You know what I mean? Now you flash. All right, well, nigga still on the That's how we trying to make that shit look. That's how
I got a lot of stuff to give you too. I got a lot.
Oh man,
let's break that down.
Let's break it. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, bro. Let's do it. It's gonna be a 2-part. That's what I'm saying. I got a lot. I got the movie directors. Who knows, bro? Somebody, one of the right directors might can sit down with you and we can get this story. We might can get it full played out. Like, you know what I mean? You got Jimmy the Saint. We got Black De Niro. We got some people that we could just really sit down with, like, and see. You know what I mean? Like I said, I know Jimmy. He'll probably sit down and he'll fuck around, start. He was in the feds. So Jimmy, like y'all, he already got novels and stuff out. It's crazy because he ain't even did a movie off one of his books. He just said this the other day. He was like, I got all these movies out, and I still ain't do a movie off any of my books and none of my novels or none of that yet. Or my life story. I said, damn, this nigga did. That's why I say, like, content is everything today. It's the content, which is your work. That's the work. People want to get on the gram and show their sneakers and show the clothes they're going to put on tomorrow, but it'd be like, that's some shit we did back on MySpace. We first got on Facebook. It's like now we got to take people into our world,
the journey.
But it's like you still got to keep it whatever you're displayed saying you are. Anything else after that is obsolete. It's like man, it's just for play because it's like putting too many songs on the album. Nigga, you only get paid for 11. Anything after 11, nigga, you just giving away music. Man. You ain't gonna get paid for it. So now, so that's the 5-year plan. So now you got any shout outs? And anybody like far as like that you wanted, like you would love to like really like reach out to, get in contact with anybody that you want to do business with?
Man, shout out to everybody who's been supporting. Shout out to all the gym members, everybody who's been supporting, everybody who's been supporting from different cities, other cities, a lot of homies who come and show me love. And you know, anybody who's there to work, you know, we're gonna work when the time comes, you know, when God make it there, God willing. God, you know, give us that opportunity to, you know, get together, show love. But other than that, man, you know you want to work, you know you want to tap in. I got things going on, we could tap into work. But just like a lot of different companies, brands that, you know, when I'm building on now that made, you know, want to venture out, need me to some sneakers, some workout gear, stuff like that, some food restaurants, than that. But other than that, you know, any local restaurants, anything want to reach out, want to do that, we can tap in with each other.
That's real talk, man. That's dope right there. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's a real business, man. This is a real guy. It's a real man. It's a real father. It's a real instructor. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all gotta understand, man. If it ain't Yard Out Fitness, man, then I don't know what yard you in. You know what I mean? There's a lot of trash and cash out here, but it ain't a lot of authentic people, you know what I mean? Just come as a person. We're gonna love you just as a person. You made it through some shit that most people, nigga, the skin, nigga, you'll peel your own skin off your bones. You know what I'm saying? And to reach these pinnacles, I want y'all to understand it's not easy. We gotta go through a lot of minds, resetting our minds day to day with these gigs, because it's spontaneous. Sometimes some days good, some days bad, some days all over the fucking place.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then you got the fame part, that when people pulling for you saying, yo, we need you here. Can you come mess with me here? Can you come fly out here? We got you. And you like, damn, I got responsibilities though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, it's Ron, like it's a blessing, bro. Like I say, you welcome, you're always welcome to the platform. Entrepreneur Talk Live is always here for you. You know, like I said, you've been here for me. Yeah. You helped start me off. You know what I mean? It's my brother from another for real. Like his mom see me, she probably be like, that's Romeo. Like, you know what I'm saying? With the braids, like Lil Romeo, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, we went through some, my day-to-day wasn't easy on Chain Street.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Them motherfuckers, it was like every block I was on, I was fighting. Like, fucking with me. But you know, it made me the man I am today. And getting through all that built me for tough. It's just like the shit our blocks went through, man. And the people we lost and seen come and go. For us to still be here to even say their names, man, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm glad it's us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm glad because I think a lot of them, if they was here, they told us, yo, you rap, bro. I know they probably told you be the best hustler ever, the greatest hustler alive. You know what I'm saying? And you did that. You stood the test of time. You walked your beat. You came out and planted your feet, planted your seed, and now we gonna watch that tree, that bamboo tree grow. Facts. You know, it said it take 5 years for a bamboo tree to grow. Yeah. Well, hey, we here, y'all. Yeah,
we here. We going on 7.
We going on 7. You feel me? We going on 7 years. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? Ryan, man, it was a pleasure having you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I love you, bro. Real talk, man. You need me for anything, bro.
Already know, bro. We here.
You know what I'm saying? For the next episode, man, y'all know the vibes.
Yard out.
Yard out.